And we are back with another North American Gridiron Association presentation, and this game will feature the Delaware Pioneers at the Brooklyn Bandits. Ladies and gentlemen, I am PTG, and before we jump right into it, I want to say like, comment, and subscribe and share this presentation. All right, we're going to hop into it, and I'm going to tell you the truth. With these teams being so evenly matched on paper, I'm just going to choose by the teams that I'm familiar with. So in this matchup, I'm going to say Brooklyn Bandits is going to win this game because they have the home field advantage. As the Delaware Pioneers win the coin toss, elects to receive, Brooklyn Bandits will be the ones to kick off. Let's start this game. Jensen gets the ball up, and one of the stronger kickers in the league kicks it to the end zone, rolls out the back, and we will have this ball spotted at 25. First and 10. Pioneer ball. Our quarterback today is going to be Shaver. He's coming to the line, looking at this Brooklyn Bandit defense, and Robert Dinsmore gets called for the false start. He's frustrated with himself, but he knows it's early in the game. Sometimes mistakes is going to happen. You know, it's the first week of the season. They're still coming off of the preseason game. So, first and 15 here as Shaver is in pistol, reading the defense. Taking his time here. Sending the man into motion. Still reading the defense. Looking downfield. Look, those are to the man going into the flats, and he just cannot catch that ball. The ball was there. He just stumbled, tumbled, pissed down his leg, and the ball hits the ground and rolls into the defensive back's toe. Second and 15. Ball at the 20. Sheffield hands the ball off. Gosh darn it. Shaver pitches the ball to Sheffield, and Sheffield gets a huge gain. 3rd and 3. If I got to get this together. I'm looking like the Pioneer offense right now. Here we go. Shaver. Their offense at the tone. Shaver looking over the middle for Sheffield, and Sheffield hurdles the defensive back. 20-yard pickup. First down. Sheffield shows his hops, his athletic ability there on that play. That defensive back is embarrassed. He will be a meme for the next 2 weeks here. Mitchell gets the pitch to the outside. Number 44 picks up 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 for these Pioneers. They are looking to make history today. No, let me stop. They're 2nd and 2. Ball at the 41. Mitchell gets another handoff and picks up 5 on the play. The Pioneers is looking to get a touchdown on this Brooklyn Bandit defense. Will they get it as they're slowly approaching the red zone? 1st and 10, ball at the 36. Ball man into motion. Shaver looks downfield, trying to find a man open. Thinks he has his running back. He does, and his running back gets exploded at the line. Number 90 comes up from behind and shows dominance. Pause, no Diddy. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line. Shaver sending the man into motion. Looking downfield. Hits the tight end into the flat, and Lop now gets brought down for a 1-yard gain. And with a last name like that, you just have to wonder, where are you from, sir? Daniel Shaver, 3 for 4 on the day at the line, trying to read this defense. 3rd and 9. Gives the ball to Sheffield, and Sheffield gets brought down brutally. What a hit. 4th and 8. This Brooklyn Bandit defense got sledgehammers. This field goal try by Clay is up. It's to the left, and it falls in. It is good. 51 yards out. He gets it to fall in. That did not look like it was going in, ladies and gentlemen, but he gets it to fall in there. First points on the board will be 3 from Clay. Delaware is up 3-0. Clemens on the return for the Brooklyn Bandits. Makes a man miss. Makes another miss. And gets brought down. Imagine being on this return team. You're going to get clowned all day. How does one of y'all get juked out of your shoes and the other one gets thrown like a kid? 1st and 10. Justin Witt at the line, reading the defense, trying to see what he can get. Sending the tight end into motion. I'm assuming this ball is going to Spears. I am correct. Javonte Spears on the outside. Breaks a tackle. Don't forget his membership in the weight room. He owns the bitch. He lifts. 2nd and 3 for these Brooklyn Bandits. Javonte Spears coming out strongest ever. 2nd and 3. Justin Witt at the line. Reading the defense. Trying to see what he's going to do. Javonte gets the handoff. And it's a 4-yard pickup. 1st and 10. The ball at the 38. Justin Witt, ladies and gentlemen, has handed this ball off. But once he does drop back for a pass, he will see. No, because he's reading his defense on every play. Drops back. Looking downfield. Hits his running back over the middle. And Price! Welcome back, Kevin Price. 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3. Now, let me tell you something. This Brooklyn Bandit features 2 running backs who can catch the ball and he can put these linebackers on their backs. 2nd and 3 and Price is still in the game. Witt, looking downfield, throws it into an open area and it just falls harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and 3, and you have to wonder, what was that? His man was wide open. The fact that he overthrew him was crazy there. Witt is struggling with accuracy today, and that could be a problem for Brooklyn here. Sending the man into motion, reading his defense. He's going to hand the ball off to Kevin Price. And, of course, Kevin Price is going to get to the outside, pick up 4 on the play. 1st and 10. And that defensive back laid him out. When you see a tackle like that, it's just crazy because he did not have the leverage there. I mean, the pursuit angle was a little questionable. But here we are, 1st and 10. Send the minutes in motion. Drops back. Looking downfield. Everyone's covered, but he's going to try somebody anyway. And Sawyer comes up with it. That linebacker needs to work on his coverage skills. 1st and goal. Ball at the 7. Witt to Sawyer. It looks like everything was covered up, but Sawyer just goes up and comes down with it. Price gets the handoff, and he will fall forward for a 6-yard gain. Ball is spotted at the goal line. 2nd and goal. The Brooklyn Bandits looking to score here. Will they give this ball to Kevin? Let's find out here. Send the man into motion. Witt hands the ball off to Kevin, and Kevin will walk across that line in slow motion. Dwayne Price gets called for offsides. It doesn't matter. The touchdown will count, and Kevin Price is going to do his dance faster than he walked into that end zone. 1st touchdown of the day is going to go to none other Brooklyn Bandits. Kevin Price, 1-yard touchdown. 7-3 in the 1st quarter. And Suggs walked off the field limping. Number 26, we're hoping to see him later in the game. Hopefully he's okay. Those week 1 injuries, man, they hurt you and they scare you, especially when your team is not one of the top teams. Here we are, 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. So familiar for this offense because that kicker has a leg like no other. Sending the man into motion. Shaver hands the ball off to Sheffield, and Sheffield is able to pick up 4 yards on the play after being brought down 2nd and 6. I wonder how his hips feel after being pounded like that by that defensive back. Pause, no diddy. 2nd and 6. 20. Ball spot at the 29. Xavier sending the man into motion. Hands the ball off to Sheffield, and Sheffield falls forward for a 6-yard gain. That would be a 1st down. The ball spotted at the 35. Delaware Pioneers is trying to get this ball down this field. They are doing so slowly, but they are doing so. And so Shaver looking downfield, throws it to Mitchell's in the flat, and Mitchell gets the reception. 5-yard gain on the play, and that linebacker should be embarrassed, not celebrating. 2nd and 5, ball spotted at the 40, and you have to question, what is this offense thinking? What is their plan? What are they going to do here? And can this defense get a stop? While Parrish, who had an amazing precinct as the game gets called for the encroachment there. And it is now second and what? What? Shaver at the line, drops back for a pass, looking downfield, has a man one-on-one with the safety and Ledbetter. Shout out to Oak Clip, baby. If you know, you know. Ledbetter, one-on-one with the safety, gets the completion, 1st and 10, ball at the 18, big throw for Shaver, big catch for Ledbetter. 1st and 10 here in the red zone, and the clock winds down. That is the end of the first. We're going into the second, 7-3. Brooklyn in charge as of now. Red zone threat here from the Delaware Pioneers. Shaver and company looking to score. Gets the ball to Sheffield. Sheffield gets brought down immediately. Number 5 is not letting anything slide. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 11-yard line. Just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter because we just started it. I don't know why I'm looking at the clock. Let's get it. Hands, no pressure, pass. Oh my goodness, again, it's brought down for a 5-yard sack. Barron fights through 2 offensive linemen, and he brings him down with the quick and the swiftness. Gets smacked in your mouth, Schaefer. Why didn't you let that go? 3rd and 8, sending the man into motion, looking downfield, but all he sees is Miller for the touchdown, open over the middle. 15. Oh my goodness, man. That was an amazing throw. That was an amazing catch. That was an amazing find. I didn't even see him open right there. Clay, it is up, and it is good. And that will make the game 10 Pioneers. Brooklyn 7. Second quarter. A lot of time here for Brooklyn to make something happen. Their offense is on fire. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go down here and get some points on the board and take this lead back from these Pioneers. Clemens is on that return from the end zone, makes a man miss with the juke, then breaks another tackle, then gets brought down. The ball is spotted at the 21-yard line. Clemens is dangerous. His footwork is amazing. The jukes are amazing. I don't understand. That man is on a spin cycle. Like, he is crazy with it. Sending Clemens into motion. Witt hands the ball off to Price, and Price is pushing that offensive lineman up. He picks up 2, which should have been about 8, but the offensive lineman was just determined to stop him there. Is he trying to cover in there? No. We're not going to go there. 2nd and 8. Witt at the line, reading the defense. Ball spot at the 23-yard line, sending the man into motion. If I was him, I would be hitting Clemens here, looking downfield. And he heard me, but Clemens couldn't get there. I was thinking he would go out. I didn't know he was going to come over for that shallow route, but he does. 3rd and 8, ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Witt has 52 yards for the day as he's reading his defense. They got to get a first down here, and they cannot. Oh, no, they cannot. Kevin Price does break a tackle, but he gets brought down by Carson. That'd be a 4-yard loss, and that is 4th and 12, ladies and gentlemen. To stall out and go 3 and out is crazy, but that's what Brooklyn Bandits offense does. And just like a light that was on, they are now off with the flick of the switch as Howard returns this ball for almost nothing. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Pioneers ball. Will the Pioneers go down the field and score before the half? Let's see. 1st and 10, sending the man into motion. Shaver looking downfield, lets the ball go to the outside, and that receiver is open and can't make a catch. That linebacker couldn't cover a blanket, and this receiver couldn't catch a cold. That was a crazy event right there. 2nd and 10, ball at the 39, and Daniel is making reads and telling me to get his name right. Shaver is looking downfield, has his running back over the middle, and that's exactly who he hits. Sheffield fumbles the ball, but Carter is there to scoop it up, and they get a 3rd-yard gain instead of a turnover, and Suggs is coming back when the defense gets back on the field. Glad that young man is up and healthy on the sideline, warming his legs up. 1st and 10, sending the man into motion. Shaver hands the ball off to Sheffield. Sheffield is brutalized for a 1-yard pickup. It is 2nd and 9. Ball is at the 47-yard line. And ladies and gentlemen, these defensive players are saying tackling Sheffield is light work and easy. 2nd and 9. Shaver looking downfield, Oh, he gets brought down for the smack. 7-yard loss. And Dukes is there to smack him in the mouth. What a sack, baby. He gets up celebrating, and on the inside, I'm celebrating with him. 30-16, Shaver is here at the line, making a read. Sheffield gets the ball. He makes a man miss. He breaks the tackle finally, but gets brought down for 9 yards. 4th and 8. He finally shows that he has some kind of strength by knocking that defensive back on his defensive back. 4th and 8, ball at the 45-yard line. I can't say his name, but the punter gets it up, and he gets it down behind the 20-yard line. But the problem is you want it within the 10 or within the 5, not the 20. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Witt is coming up to the line. He's looking a little confident. He doesn't look shaken up at all. Sends his tight end into motion. Drops back, hands the ball to Javonte Spears. And Javonte Spears is hit and brought down the 1-yard pickup. 2nd and 9. That is not a sight you're used to seeing. Number 50 for Pioneers is a strong tackler. That is a strong man. They might need to block him because can't nobody else tackle as well as he can. As Witt comes up to the line, making a read, looking downfield, goes over the middle deep, and it is called by Clemens. None other. 34-yard pickup. 1st and 10. When your wide receiver 1 is as dominant as Clemens, everybody's going to always wonder why you don't just throw him the ball. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. And it's 1-on-1 on the outside again with Clemens. Why emotion? Just throw it to Clemens. Witt looks downfield. Over the middle. No. He goes to the outside up top. Sawyer with the reception. 38 yards on that play. And it is not coming back because that call was on the defense. Mitchell. So Sawyer gets a completion. Witt gets that throw. The ball spotted at the 8-yard line, and Witt told me he knows what he's doing because he has more weapons than just Clemens. Jalen Sawyer got 83 yards today off 2 receptions. Witt looking to get a touchdown here. Throws it to the man going into the flat, so he cannot make that catch. Sadly, it is 2nd to goal. Ball is spotted at the 8 in the 2nd quarter. 4 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. This game is exciting, it's thrilling, and Witt is trying to score here. Sending his tight end into motion on the right side. 1-on-1. Looking. Lets it go. It is caught. Sawyer comes up with it. What looks like it'll be an interception. Sawyer comes, takes it, but gets brought down. Ball spotted at the 3. Again, pause. No diddy. 3rd and goal. Witt looking at this defense. The defense has 5 men on the line. You wonder if this is going to be a blitz. No. Spears gets the pitch, and he's able to cross that line before getting brutalized. Touchdown, Brooklyn Bandits. Javonte Spears did what he had to do to put up 6. Brooklyn now has 13. And with this PAT, it will be 14-10. And Brooklyn Bandits offense gets the job done. And now the Delaware Pioneers has 3 minutes and 32 seconds to respond. Brooklyn lining up for the kickoff. Jansen gets this ball up, and of course that strong leg of his, but it's going to be returned. Carter says screw that. He brings the ball out and gets brought down. He should just let the ball stay. Man, challenged them and they answered. Ball is spotted at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Delaware Pioneers. Most teams can't score from this far back, but let's see what happens. Shaver is at the line, reading this D. Drops back. Thinks he has a man over his running back, Sheffield. He does. Breaks a tackle, but still brought down. 2-yard pickup. He was in double coverage right there. 2 linebackers had him, and they contained him. 2nd and 8. Ball spotted at the 17. Shaver needs to look for other options. That was not a smart pass there. Here he is at the line now. Hands the ball off to Sheffield. Sheffield gets to the outside and gets brought down for 7-yard pickup. He falls forward. It is now 3rd and 1. Ball at the 24-yard line. 2nd quarter has 2 minutes, 37 seconds left. Shaver reading that D. 3rd and 1. Send the man into motion. All he has to do is walk across the line, and he gives it to Mitchell, and Mitchell can't even get to the line. Negative 5-yard loss, and Barron is showing why there's an argue for him at defensive lineman of the year. A lot of people like to say it's going to be Madonna at number 1, but Barron is showing that he should be considered for number 1 spot as well. 4th and 6. On this return is Rollins. Rollins breaks a tackle but can't get another block. He's brought down. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left in this half, and Brooklyn's offense is on the field, not the Pioneers. This is a scary sight for this team right here. Javonte Spears he breaks a tackle and picks up 12. First down. Get off him, little boy. Why are you in a jersey? You should be in the stands. 2-minute warning. And like I said, a scary sight for this Pioneers team is having the Brooklyn Bandits offense on the field with 2 minutes left in this half, and they have the lead. Price gets brought down the backfield, 4-yard loss. Moore is there to get that smack attack. That's what I'm talking about, laying that damn wood down. 2nd and 14. Malik Moore has 2 tackles today. There's a flag, and London gets caught trying to get that jump starts. 2nd and 9 instead of 2nd and 14, and Moore has to be cussing him out in that huddle. That is crazy. You can't be that anxious trying to anticipate that snap count. 2nd and 9, ball at the 42, sending a man into motion. Clemens was on the outside 1-on-1, but now the ball, and it's not caught. That throw was over the middle deep to Sawyer, and it was incomplete. 3rd and 9. You got to wonder why he didn't just leave Clemens on the outside alone there. They would not have been able to guard him. 3rd and 9. Ball at the 42. Drops back, looking downfield, ball over the middle, and it's Estes with the catch. The tight end gets brought down brutally for a 17-yard pickup. 1st and 10, and I hope he does play tight end. I hope I'm not disrespecting the wide receiver there. Here we are, 1st and 10, ball spot at the 25-yard line. Man is in motion. Drops back for a pass, looking down, 1-on-1 outside, and Presley! Number 14, he's not been able to get a catch all game. Finally gets the throw he needed over the defensive back. He catches it, gets that touchdown, and he is feeling good with 1 touchdown on the day. 7 for 11, and already has thrown for over 100 yards. And with that PAT, Brooklyn goes up 21-10. Delaware is not liking this home field advantage. Can they respond with 1 minute left in this half? We find out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Carter is going to bring this out again after failing to do so the last time, but at least this time he gets to the 23-yard line. Too short of where it would have been if he would have just left it alone. Sometimes you got to leave good enough at good enough. Shaver comes to the line looking confident and ready to score. Sends a man into motion. That would be his tight end, rocking Jerry Rice's number 80. Shaver looks into throws it a double coverage, and that receiver cannot come up with it. He had a step on the linebacker, but the safety was there. Tight window. The pass got there, but his hands did not. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line with 54 seconds left in this half. Lets the ball go over the middle, and Miller with the reception, 29 yards deep over the middle. That safety is confused out there. That corner let them alone on the island. Who is going to guard that man? There goes that man again. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Sending the wide receiver into motion. Shaver looking down, 1-on-1 on the outside, and it is dropped by wide receiver 1. And you see stuff like that, and you get ticked off. The coach is wondering how you let this corner stop you, and you supposed to be the main man in this wide receiving core. 2nd and 10. Shaver sending the man into motion with 44 seconds left on his clock. Looking downfield, over the middle. It's Miller again, but the safety delivers. He delivers a hit that Miller won't forget as he's slowly getting up and he's counting his stars. 1st down, Delaware. Shaver at the line, in the shotgun next to Sheffield. Drops back, looking for a man, has it over the middle, will be Carter. Finally, wide receiver 1 steps up, 23-yard reception. Delaware calls a timeout, 29 seconds left on the clock. They want a touchdown out of field goal. Ball spotted at the 8. Let's see what Shaver is able to get done right here, or will it be Sheffield, number 37, who gets into that end zone? Let's find out. It is Sheffield through the air. Touchdown, Delaware Pioneers. Amazing drive, quick score before the half is over. And with this PAT, it's going to be 17-21. Brooklyn Bandits is still in the lead. Amazing drive by Delaware there. They showed they can fight. That's going to set the tone for the second half. Never count them out, even when they are down. Clay is here for this kickoff. He gets the ball up, and this one will be returned. Clemens said bet and took it personal. Well, no, he falls forward, and he is brought down at the 21-yard line, 4 short of the 25. I'm going to keep saying this because it's ridiculous to bring this ball out when it's unnecessary. I know Clemens thinks he's that guy. He is, as a receiver, not a return man. Send a man into motion. Witt is looking downfield. Finds Presley over the middle, and Presley is determined to get his numbers up. Oh, a little bit of push off on that play. He gets called for the holding. That would have been a 19-yard reception. Instead, they lose 10 yards through penalty yards. So it's 1st and 20, ball at the 11 with 16 seconds left on the clock. Witt drops back, looking downfield. Outside 101 is Clemens, and that safety is getting burned. Clemens is down the sideline of 20 to 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Brooklyn Bandits! Witt to Clemens. That connection is going to be important today, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to keep this lead and win. There's 5 seconds left in the second quarter with this PAT from Jansen. It's going to be 28 to 17, and just like that, Brooklyn Bandits is back up by 11. 5 seconds left in this quarter, and you have to wonder, how is this game going to end with it playing out like this? Big play after big play, big offense after big offense. These defensive players need to step up on both sides. 1st and 10 at the 25. Delaware Pioneers. What are they going to do? Are they going to try to deliver a strike? 1-on-1 on the outside for them. Uh-oh. I think Brooklyn's making a mistake here with this defensive package they got going on. Shaver looking down. He throws it to the tight end, and it will fall to the ground. A drop pass right there. 2nd and 10, ball at the 25. So they tried to deliver a quick pass. Does not work out. Now they have to be. They should have looked for that outside matchup, man. 1-on-1 outside with your wide receiver 1 and 2 is, and don't take that, is wild. Shaver send a man into motion. Looking downfield. Oh no. Going into the second half, 17 to 28. Brooklyn is leading. They are commanding this game right now. We're going to hop right into it. The Pioneers are trying their hardest. To get this week 1 victory. But the Brooklyn Bandits at home are looking to stand tall. Clemens will be on the return for this one. Can't make a man miss. He gets brought down. It was a good blocking, but from one player on that return was a good blocking. Clemens had to try to make 3 people miss and just couldn't do it. 1st and 10, ball at the 23. Witt and company. Will they go up and put points, or will they stall out? Let's find out. Tight end slides over just a little bit. Price gets the handoff and gets brought down for a 3-yard pickup. Number 57 has been on this camera a lot today. A couple of times he was on his back, but this time he brings the running back down. 2nd and 6, ball spotted at the 27-yard line, sending number 89 into motion. Hands the ball out to Price. Price is up the middle and breaks a tackle. Gets brought down for an 8-yard pickup. That'll be a 1st down. Kevin Price showing that he can break tackles. 2, do not sleep on him. Don't think it's going to come easy every time, because it's not. He will show you better than he can tell you. 1st and 10. Witt hands the ball out to Spears. And Spears trying to get around his blocker. He's trying, and he gets brought down for a 10-yard pickup, and it's going to be 2nd and inches on that because of forward progress. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Javonte Spears, if he had got around that blocker, that would have been a touchdown. He just couldn't get around. Spears up the middle and gets brought down brutally. 7-yard pickup. The wood has been laid. Pause, no diddy. Number 50 for that tackle for the Delaware Pioneers. Javonte Spears has 45 yards on the day and a touchdown. Witt sends Clemens into motion, but hands the ball out to Price, and Price get hauled down in the backfield for a 2-yard loss by Hampton. You gotta love when your defensive linemen show extreme athleticism like that. I mean, you get chased down from a diving tackle from a defensive lineman. I'm talking about 290, 300-pound guy. It's crazy. Witt is looking downfield, and Witt gets smacked in his mouth by the same man I was just talking about. No, it's not. That's Moore, actually. Moore gets that sack. He smacks Witt in the mouth. He says he is not the only defensive lineman who can make an athletic play. He's challenging his fellow teammate to get sacks and tackle for losses. Downfield, Witt looks and it's overthrown and intercepted by McGee. McGee with the INT for his D. Amazing turnover, and that's what Delaware needed. So let's see if this offense can capitalize here. Witt, how do you overthrow your man there? He was open. 1st and 10. Sending the man into motion. Shaver reading this D. Gives the ball to Sheffield. The Sheffield's going to go up the middle and pick up 8 before getting smacked in his visor. 2nd and 10. Ball spot at the 44. Don't call me a snitch. That was a head tackle. I'm not saying he was targeting. Don't say anything to me. Here we are. 2nd and 2nd. Running back is in motion. Look at downfield. Lets the ball go in. It's almost intercepted by that Brooklyn Bandit defensive player there. I know he wished he could have that back. 3rd and 2. And why did the quarterback throw an INT there? What is going on? What is going on? Shaver looks downfield, 1-on-1 on the outside, and this is not completed. So they stall out. They go 3 and out, and that's not what you want. When your defense finally steps up and get an INT, you want your team to go down and put up points, even if it is just 3. They can't get it done. Now they will punt this ball off, and I am frustrated because I really thought that was the drive to change this game, but it's not, and this punt will be down within the 5-yard line. And I want to know what is going on with that returnman's head. Why didn't he try to get it and do something with that, or at least make sure it hit the end zone? Or he didn't do nothing. He just moved away from, just walked away. He just headed to the sideline. Receiver is in motion. Witt hands the ball to Spears, and Spears almost go down for the safety. Bandy gets the tackle for loss. That is considered a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 10. It's really like an inch. He did lose an inch there, but it is what it is. Witt, forward progress, saved that safety, by the way. Looking downfield. He needs to let it go, and he doesn't. He doesn't. And again, Hampton gets a sack. Witt gets smacked. This defense gets the ball back for their offense. Look out for my mixtape, ladies and gentlemen. It might be coming out sooner than you think. Jansen gets this ball up, and it will be returned. Carter is looking to get this ball to at least the 25-yard line. And he does fall forward and gets to the 27th-yard line. 29-yard line. Oh, that is generous by the referee, but you didn't hear that from me. 1st and 10. Shaver reading this defense. It's time for him to put some more points on the board. They need to score here to get back in this game, because right now it's not looking good. Sheffield gets to the outside, and oh my goodness, Brooklyn Bandits defense brings another sledgehammer and smacks Sheffield right in his numbers. Brutal tackle. 2nd and 6. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. 33rd. Shaver sends a man into motion. Drops back, looking downfield. What is that? Now it's not even the flats. It's a screen pass for -3 yards on the play. 3rd and 9. What is going on? What's with this decision making? I'm not understanding it. Am I supposed to understand it? Because I'm not. 3rd and 9. Ball at the 30-yard line. Shaver needs to make something happen here. Sending the man into motion. Snap this ball. Hands it to Sheffield. Sheffield gets to the outside. Falls forward, but he does not get the first down. 4th and inches after that 9-yard gain. Ladies and gentlemen, the ref does not get them the first down that time, and they will not go for it. Okay, under 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. This punt is up, and it will be returned. Rollins looking to, oh no. Wide receiver 1 there. Carter smacks Rollins and brings him down. Ball spot at the 21-yard line. Brooklyn's offense can do whatever they want at this point. Let's see what goes on. 1st and 10. Witt at the line. Gives the ball to Javonte, and Javonte is brought down for a 2-yard loss. Moore is making it happen. He wants more. He's hungry out here. He's telling them, keep feeding me. He's just going to keep eating y'all up. 2nd and 12. Pause no Diddy. 2nd and 12. False start on Tommy Estes, who is a tight end. So I don't sound crazy earlier on in this game. 2nd and 17. Ball spotted at a 14-yard line, and the clock is winding down still. Witt comes out empty. Reading the D. Looking to see where he's going to go. Number 3 is on the outside there. Oh! He finds a man. Oh, no, but the man runs out of bounds. What are you doing? Just stay in bounds and catch it. Why is everybody trying to look pretty? What's with all of this? 3rd and 17. Everybody wants to be pretty. They rather look good than play good. What is going on? Ball spot at the 14-yard line. Sending Javonte Spears into motion. Obvious passing down. Looks in downfield. Has a man over the middle. It is Presley for the 24-yard pickup. And that will be a 1st and 10. And Delaware desperately needed to get a stop. My question is, why are you not guarding Presley? That man has balled out today. There goes that man again. Witt at the line. Well, pistol. Sending Clemens into motion. Looking. Drops back. Looking downfield. He throws it into the flat. It's caught for a 3-yard pickup, and Estes one-handed grab for no reason. You gotta wonder what's going through some of these receivers' minds these days. They're doing unnecessary stuff. You got guys twirling. You guys one-hand catching for no reason. You guys trying to dance their way to the sidelines. Like, it's crazy. Spears gets the pitch. Breaks a tackle. 5-yard pickup. 3rd and 3. Ball spot at the 45-yard line. This Bandit offense is wasting a lot of time on the clock, and that was the goal. I understand. 2 minutes 46 seconds. Looking downfield, has a man open, and oh, it falls. Clemens steps out of his character and drops the open pass there. 4th and 3, and you have to wonder what was that about, and hopefully will we not ever see that again. Hopefully we won't see that again. Ball at the 45-yard line. This punt is up, and it's going to go into the end zone as he tried to get it down within the 5. Ball is at the 20-yard line, and Delaware's offense now has another chance to make this game closer. Can they? Will they? Let's find out as Sheffield gets the pitch to the outside and gets smacked in his ear hole. 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 24. And these hits, ladies and gentlemen, have been brutal today. There has not been many soft tackles. Every hit has been a deliver to the numbers, to the face, to something. Play extra pass. He throws it off his back foot. Sheffield catches it, but in the backfield. -2 yards on the play, and Atkins will get the tackle for loss. 3rd and 8. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. End of the 3rd quarter. The score is 19-28. Delaware needs to do something, or this game will be out of reach and all but over. Brooklyn defense needs to get a stop here. 38. Shaver finds Sheffield, and he gets a 1st down with that 17-yard reception. Sheffield has been reliable in his passing game. I'm going to wonder, is Shaver going to continue to go to him as they're trying to pull a comeback here? Or will he not? 15 for 23 today, 170 yards. It's Shaver, and Sheffield gets brought down for a 3-yard loss. Dale, that linebacker, on that play. 2nd and 13. Ball at the 36. You have to wonder, where was that all game? Shaver sends a man into motion. Gives the ball to Mitchell. Mitchell brought down. No gain there. Flag on the play, though. Asenyi gives the offense a gift, and they get to retry their 2nd down again because they're going to set it. 2nd and 8. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line this time with under 99 minutes left to go in this quarter. Shaver has no play action pass. Thinks he has a man go to the outside. It is called Ledbetter. 13-yard reception. And again, shout out to Oak Cliff, Dallas, baby. 1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Shaver to Ledbetter. 8 minutes left in this game. Sending the man into motion. Hands the ball out to Sheffield. Sheffield gets around the blocker. Trying to get around another. Makes a man miss, but gets brought down. 16-yard pickup. And that was a lot of action for just 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Ball at 39-yard line. I call that type of run a nothing run. You did all that for nothing run. Let's get it. 2nd and 4 ball at the 39-yard line. Let me stop being disrespectful. Send a man into motion. Shaver trying to read this D. Looking downfield. Has a tight end going to the flat. Lop now gets 1 yard on that play. And it's supposed to be 3rd and 2. Ball at the 38-yard line. Let me not argue with the referee there. 4th quarter, we have 7 minutes on the clock. They have wasted too much time. They need to deliver a strike downfield. The Shaver gives the ball to Sheffield, and Sheffield breaks a tackle and only gets a yard on a play. 4th and 1. Will they go for it with the ball spot at 37-yard line? Will they go for it here? Let's find out. They should go for it. Absolutely. They do not. Instead, they go for 3 points. Can this kicker? Now, he has a leg strength, but it's the accuracy we're worried about. Ball is up, and it's going to fall right down the middle for a 54-yard field goal. Rumor has it that ball continues to sail through the stadium. No, I'm joking. Here we go. 1st and 10. Excuse me, not 1st and 10. Kickoff. Clay is here to kick this ball off. Clemens will be on the return as this ball is infield. Here we go. Clemens on the return. Can he make a man miss? He does not. He gets brought down almost immediately, but that's initial contact there. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game, and Brooklyn Bandits is only up by 6 points. This is scary. Witt drops back, looking downfield. He has Clemens one-on-one against the same safety he just scored on, and don't take him. What's going on? He had another man over the middle. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 22. That play is killing me on the inside. That should have been a touchdown. I was so ready to get hyped. 2nd and 10 here. Send a man into motion. Witt does not want to win this game, apparently. Drops back, looking downfield. He just throws a comeback route and is over the receiver into the defensive back's hands, who drops it because he doesn't want to win. Defensive lineman London is not expected to return off of a foot injury. They had to bring the stretcher for him. 3rd and 10. Lets the ball go, and of course Javonte is going to do his twirling trend and miss the darn catch. 4th and 10, and what you didn't want Brooklyn to do, they did. This crowd is starting to go mad, insane. The coach is going insane. Howard on the return and gets smacked. Clemens smacks Howard. He's upset he didn't get an attempt on the last drive, so he takes it out on Howard. 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. And is number 37 going to get the ball while they're at the 37? No, he does not. We don't have that go on. Looking downfield is Shaver to Miller. Gets a reception. 32-yard pickup, and he just skirts all over that defensive back there. Skirted, S-K-U-R-T, for those wondering. Yeah, here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Shaver gets the ball to the outside there. Lop now, the tight end, gets a 3-yard gain there. 2nd and 7. What is up with his last name? I'm serious. These last names are killing me. Jacob Lopnow. Gotta remember that. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Shaver sending the men into motion. Trying to read the defense. No. Hands the ball off to Sheffield. And Sheffield gets to the outside. Picks up a huge gain. 14 yards. It is now 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. Is Brooklyn about to give up a TD? Let's find out. Shaver at the 14-yard line, reading the D. No, hands the ball out to Sheffield. Sheffield gets it outside, gets around the block, but gets brought down for an 8-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 6. It's looking like Brooklyn is about to break. This defense can bend, but they cannot break. They got to hold him and only give them 3. If not, they will lose this league. Delaware, Shaver sending a man into motion. Oh, Mitchell gets lit up in the backfield. He got lit up. And there goes Gentry finally making a play out here today. Finally. 3rd and 5. In the preseason, he had a lot, but today he has a little. The pass is up, and it is incomplete. And just like that, this defense holds, baby. They hold, they bend, and they bend, but they do not break. It is 4th and 5 at the 9, and this is a field goal attempt, not a PAT. Delaware up. Clay makes it, and he is perfect on the day. 26-yard field goal is good. 25 28. Brooklyn is only up by 3. There's 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in this quarter. It is time for Clemens to return this kick. Clay gets it up. Clemens gets the return. He brings it to the 25 with forward progression. They don't give that to him. 24. So the referees is trying to get their parlay apparently. First and 10. I said it. First and 10. Ball at the 24. Witt hands the ball off to Spears. Spears gets brought down for a 6-yard pickup. 2nd and 4. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. 3 minutes left in this quarter, and we need to investigate these referees. Witt at the line. Drops back, looking downfield for and gets brought down for the 7-yard sack. That offensive lineman just gave up, and Hampton lays the wood all in that quarterback's numbers. Pause, no diddy. 3rd and 11. Ball at the 22. Witt sends a man into motion. Drops back, looking downfield. Has a man over the middle. It's Frazier. Down goes Frazier at the 22-yard reception. 1st and 10. Down goes Frazier at the 45-yard line. That was an amazing throw, an amazing catch. Finally, Witt makes a smart read downfield. And Witt, almost sacked. He throws it to his check down. Estes gets the 2-yard reception there. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 47. Witt was smart because he was about to get smacked yet again. I have to wonder how many sacks these defense have. Pause, no diddy. 2nd and 8. Hands the ball off to Javonte Spears. Javonte Spears brings it back to the middle. Gets a 9-yard pickup. Falling forward. Man, get in the weight room with him. Get in the weight room. If you ain't strong enough, you gon' look silly. They said the low man wins. 1st and 10. Witt looking for a man. Has a man going towards the outside, and Estes again. 20-yard reception for him this time, and Raekwon Mitchell gets called for face masking, and you can sack on some more yards after that reception. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line with under 2 minutes left to go. Is Brooklyn about to put this game out of reach? Let's see. Spears gets the hand pitch to the outside and gets brought down brutally by number 50. Number 50 coming through with that mean attack. That was an attack. Here we are, 2nd and 9. Ball at the 23. Witt looking downfield, throws it to the check down, and what a mistake there, as it's not able to be completed. And Lyons is down. He can't walk off the field by himself. They bring out the stretcher. He's not expected to return. 3rd and 9. Ball at the 23-yard line. Witt throws it into the end zone, and it is deflected. He thought he had 1-on-1, ended up being double coverage. 4th and 9. Ball at the 23. This game will not be put out of reach. However, Brooklyn is still looking to put up 3. Witt has 331 yards on the day, 1 interception, 2 touchdown, 13 for 25. This ball is up and it's good from 40 yards out. Brooklyn! Jensen extends the lead, 25-31. A touchdown does it, not a field goal. What is Delaware going to do? This offense has struggled to move this ball up the field fast. They have less than 2 minutes to do a 2-minute offense. The ball is not going to be returned here. It's probably for the best. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment that we all have been anticipating. Can the Brooklyn D finally get a stop right here, or will this offense prevail? Let's see. Shaver looking downfield, and it's not looking too good. 1-on-1 on the outside up top. It's Carter. Carter burns the DB, and that's a touchdown. And Delaware Pioneers take the lead. Wide receiver 1 Carter decides to make a play when nobody else would. Shaver found him, and that is a touchdown for the Delaware Pioneers. How exciting is that for the lads? The first play on the drive is crazy. That PAT is good. Delaware Pioneers is up 1, and the offensive lineman getting carried off the field will not be expected to return in this game. Oh my goodness, what turn of events. 32-31. Delaware Pioneers has taken the lead for the the second time today. Clemens on the return. He brings it out and gets brought down immediately. The ball is spotted at the 17-yard line. This is scary for Brooklyn. This is scary. Statistically, this is not in their favor. Witt. Oh, a penalty for Chris Allen. 5 yards. Yeah, this is not in their favor. 1 minute, 25 seconds left on the clock. Can Brooklyn strike? Can they do it? Can they do it? Or will you see a Bandit get robbed? Let's see. Drops back. Witt. Off his back foot. Throws it right into the chest of the defensive lineman. And the defensive lineman did not try to go for the interception. He just saw the ball, hit his numbers. Next play. 2nd and 15. Ball spotted at the 12. And Justin needs to make something happen here. Number 19. Can you make it happen? Sending the man into motion. Looking downfield. Off his back foot again. And it's incomplete. Maybe hit one of your receivers on a one-on-one up there. I don't understand. Like, give somebody a chance. You're not making smart decisions here, Justin. 3rd and 15. Ball at the 12 again. If I'm the defense, I'm blitzing. This kid does not know what to do when somebody's in his face. When that D is in his face, he is struggling. 3rd and 15 with Clemens in motion. No Diddy. Witt drops back, looking downfield, lets it go, one-on-one on the outside, and it's called Presley. 35-yard reception, and Presley shows why he's that man every time. If Witt was smart, he would just do this every play. One-on-one to one of your top guys. These defensive backs can't cover him, and you have a blitz on this play. It's time for that one-on-one. I think the Pioneers defense heard me as they bring him down for an 8-yard loss. I told you, he gets smacked by Bollinger. When he has that D in his face, he just doesn't know what to do. He freezes up. He doesn't know. He's scared to death when that D is rushing. 7 tackles for Bollinger and 1 sack on the day. Witt looking downfield and almost throws an INT under pressure. He struggles. 3rd and 18. I want to say pause for everything I just said. No Diddy. 3rd and 18. Ball at the 39-yard line. 49 seconds left. They need to get within field goal range to win this game. Clemens is in motion. That's who he needs to go to. He did not hear me, though. He didn't have to. Presley! 23-yard reception. And that's what you love to see. Here we go, baby. Here we go. That kicker's leg is not this strong. They need another 5 to 10 yards to get within field goal range, and that's what Witt is looking like he's going to try to do with 45 seconds left on the clock. Sending Sawyer in motion, 1st and 10. Hands the ball to Spears, and they will lose 3. And in that situation, why would you even give Carson that stat? That was crazy. Run up the middle, now to the outside. We need to get up this field. This interior D is not that good. 2nd and 13. Sending Estes into motion. Reading the defense, taking his time, gives the ball to Spears. This time Spears is able to get to the outside and punish the defensive back for even trying to try him. 9-yard pickup. They will take a timeout. 3rd and 4. Ball at the 32. If I am Witt, I am throwing it to Clemens. None other than Clemens. Let's go. He gets to Spears. Spears breaks a tackle, falls forward for the 1st down, and get in the dang weight room. How does this happen? How does this happen? 26 seconds left with a timeout from Brooklyn. 1st and 10, and Brooklyn has called their last timeout. Both teams are out of timeouts. Ball at the 27th. Let's see what happens. Sawyer in motion. Witt hands the ball up to Kevin Price this time. Price breaks the linebacker, number 50. Bollinger cannot bring him down this time. Clock is running down. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 25. It will be up to the kicker as the clock winds down. Will he make it? Will this be game? Jansen is up. It is going to be down the middle. It's good. 42 yards out. And Brooklyn Bandits is going to walk away with the victory. There's 1 second left on the clock. Brooklyn Bandits 34, Delaware Pioneers 32, and you could not believe that we have a 66-point game in favor of Brooklyn over the Delaware Pioneers. This team is even on paper, and they are even damn near in this score. 1 second left. Now, last time they scored on their first play. Let's see if they can do it here to take the lead back and win it. Or are we going to walk away with Brooklyn the victor? Sending Sheffield into motion. Shaver drops back. Look at downfield. He knows he needs a strike. 1-on-1 up top. Miller gets it, but he's brought down. That safety makes the tackle. They need to send this away. And just like that, Brooklyn Bandits wins the game. And PTG's player of the game is not going to Justin Witt. It's not even going to go to wide receiver 1. Presley made every clutch play he needed to make in this game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's who's going to get PTG's player of the game. If we look at these quarterbacks, 15 for 30 for Witt, 21 for 30 for Shaver. Same amount of passes, but Daniel made the smarter decisions and was more accurate. But Witt took the most risk and got the most yards. 2 touchdowns for him, 1 interception. Shaver, 3 touchdowns. Perfect. No interception. Now let's go see. Let me show y'all something right quick. Sheffield was 17 for 98, almost getting 100 yards today. 1 fumble. His backup Mitchell only had 4 yards because he was smacked in that backfield so many times. It was crazy. Javonte Spears had 75 yards off of 16 attempts, a touchdown. Kevin Price, 10 yards, 10 attempts, 16 yards, a touchdown. Okay? Here's where it gets crazy to me. Okay? Not wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. 5 receptions, 125 yards, 1 touchdown. He went off in the receiving game. He looked like he was the number 1 receiver right there. Daquan Miller. Then the running back gets 7 receptions, 45 yards. And they both have a touchdown. Unbelievable. Ledbetter, 2 receptions, 50 yards. And then wide receiver 1, 2 receptions, 98 yards, and a touchdown. This receiving core had an amazing day. But this one did as well, with Presley leading the receptions for 107 yards. And, of course, that clutch touchdown. And this stat line, as good as it is, does not tell the story of Marshall Presley. Estes, 4 receptions, 42 yards. Sawyer, 3 receptions, 88 yards. Clemens, 2 receptions, 123 yards. And don't sleep on that first down reception by Frazier for 22 yards. This receiver core went off. This defense performed well today as well. Well, I ain't gonna say performed well. They did give up 32 points. However, they did get somebody into double digits for tacklings. They did make stops here and there. So, 1 tackle for loss, 1 deflected pass for Steven Atkins, who was a top defensive tackler today. No interceptions, 2 sacks from Barron and Dukes. And shout out to Barron and shout out to Dukes. 1 tackle for loss for Barron. He was out there making plays, and a deflected pass for the linebacker. And the rest of these guys, it just does not matter at all. Gentry finally gets on the board with a tackle for loss. Barron gets 1. Dale gets 1. Atkins gets 1. Now we're going to take a trip over to the Pioneers side. 7 tackles apiece for Suggs and Bollinger. Suggs, who actually got injured, still was able to tie for first in tackles. Is amazing. Actually, it's not a good thing because that means a lot of times the ball was in that second level. But Bollinger gets a sack. So does Moore. 2 for Hampton, who is the leader. And 1 INT for Justin McGee, who only got 1 tackle on the day and a deflected pass. But he got an INT. So, the coach is happy with that, especially since it was when it mattered the most. I am PTG. And after I look at these injuries, I will be out.